Okay, guys. Thanks for that real tiny little break. I just had to step away for one moment. All right, guys, let's finish this. My flower enthusiast, my uncanny flower enthusiast. I love it. You know what uncanny means? It means strangely familiar, peculiar. There are all kinds of definitions. You choose the one that fits you the best, and which I know you will. Okay, we got that one, we got that. Okay, we got the little ones where I can pick them, I think. Let's stick one. I am looking at the overall design here. I'm going to try to make sure it's consistent. I'm placing it under here. You guys just get creative depending on the flowers you have. Remember, you're just filling in. So you're just kind of filling in the balance to balance the design here. And that's what these filler flowers are for. Okay, so far that looks good. I need a tall one. Remember, just think of the overall arrangement, the balance, which is so important. Oh, I have some. Oh, thank goodness. I have one more set. Yay. And if you guys just buy, excuse me, I got it. That took a long time. And again, the advantages of being prepared. Clean your flower stems. I like this. I like these. But boy, I wish I had some more. Okay. I want to get it higher. I want to bring these little filler flowers into the design. So what's the best way to do it? Okay, measure. Okay. Do I want it that high? No, I don't want it quite that high. Snip a little bit. Yes. Take your handy pick. Your steel pick. Place it in there. Remember, just slightly tighten that because you don't want to crush some of these. Well, you know what? This is actually a hardier stem. So this would have been fine as if I crunched hard. Just use your best judgment. Okay, I'm going to pull that down. I don't want it to be that. There we go. Oh, this is looking cute. This is looking good. I'm enjoying how it's turning out. Now let's get some other flowers in here filled in. Make sure you can see them in the design. And I am going to take some white flowers now and I'm going to add them to the design. So if you guys just want to sit back and add your filler flowers, great. All right, or you can pause, whatever you want. Since I'm in my teaching mode, my instructing mode today for these videos, I will talk a little slower and I will walk you through. Normally, I would just be flying through this. So, let's see. I'm not going to use all these white stems for this placement. I'm going to cut these. Cut. And I'm going to cut the small one, which didn't look very good. And we're going to cut this particular one. All right. Got those. Make sure all that greenery is off. And let's see what we can do here. I think we should go ahead and cut all these stems off. Originally, I was going to place that together, but no point. All right. So I have four good-looking white flower stems here. Let's pick these separately. Do the first one. Okay. Just look for where you need a little bit of color. You need a little bit of balance. I'll show you once I've placed these, what I did. And you could follow, or depending on how your design is coming out, you can modify it so that it looks great, whatever flowers you're using. All right, there we go. So those two have just been placed. Those are filler flowers, you can see. I know, it's not rocket science, and I know I have some smart people watching this channel. You know who you are. Yes. But everyone is a novice when it comes to uncanny floral designs. Yes. Okay. Let's get these stuck in here. Remember, you want to not overdo it, but you want to make sure that the arrangement from both sides is balanced. So this way, you've got to add in the correct colors on both sides. This little stem is a little bit of pain, so I don't know how that looks fine. Not everything will be perfect, but don't worry. I know everyone's going to love your design, and they're going to appreciate your creativity and your work. I have no doubt. Okay, and now to add this other one, let's see, I've got white, got it placed here, yes, 2. Again, I'm doing a set of 5 basically, so I want to make sure I have the perfect placement. Found it. You just gotta search a little bit, and you'll find exactly where you need that flower to go, based on how your design's turning out. Okay, we got that one down there. That's perfect. And I have, guys, the benefits of preparing your flowers beforehand. But I kind of wanted to be spontaneous with you. I apologize if you could not hear me. Let's put those in our bucket. Just have a bucket of Floral Life sitting next to you if you can, if you have enough room. Definitely recommend that. And notice I'm not bunching the same color together. I'm trying to break it up. That's part of the joy of doing a floral design, yes. Unless you're doing a monochromatic design, I would definitely suggest you're careful with your colors. Make sure that it's balanced, it's not taking your eye away or focusing your eye on just one portion of the design instead of the overall design, because we're looking for the balance. Make sure you have the proportion. Another thing, I'm gonna put a link to some definitions if you would like them for this video, so you know exactly what I'm referring to in the future if you're going to follow me on the designs. This way, you're not in the dark. I'm not speaking too quickly, or you got lost, or a flower broke, or whatever. You have plenty of time to follow me. Okay. And it's perfect. Let's place that there. There we go. Good deal. Now remember, when we're placing these filler flowers, you don't want to just smash them in there. You want to just place them where it kind of creates the overall design. I'm noticing, yeah, that looks good. I might have to add, no I don't. Actually, I'm good. We're going to see. Now, I really want to say that I appreciate you guys checking out my channel and walking through the bumps with us, because I had no idea when I first started if this was even going to work. Okay, remember how we took the lime flowers? We placed them here on the sides, and I believe I placed one over there. No, I did not. I'm going to add a lime flower, and I'm going to add the same color we were using earlier, which is this purple. Let me pick them, and I don't need to pick that long. And let's get those in there, because we need to bring our eye all the way around the arrangement. So that's your goal, where your eye flows from flower to flower and it looks awesome. All right? Okay. Getting this one in, and let me flip this around. You'll see what I did, and then I'm going to do it exactly to the other side. Now, we could do these in different steps, but I kind of just go with the flow instead of following a set group of rules when it comes to my designing, because I don't want to just go 5 flowers here, 4 there. You know what I mean. I want to design what I'm feeling. Yes, and I want you to do the same, because this is all about happiness and joy and bringing joy to other people that are watching you. Spray this a little bit, see if it's looking all right. Okay, that's good. just to give it a little sunshine, water. Okay guys, so we've now placed our line flowers everywhere. I forgot the 2 line before, but now you see. Wow, this is looking pretty good for a triangle design, I think. Yes, I bet it is. I bet it's looking great where you are. All right, guys, let's see. Let's add some. All right. Get a couple of these cut. Again, I'm just filling in the design. So it's going to be up to you what stems you have that you want to cut. Cut the stems with your floral scissors. Again, just follow your intuition. What looks good, looks balanced, proportional. I know, I'm just throwing out terms to you guys, but go ahead and look them up to see exactly how they apply to flowers when you're designing flowers, if you have any questions. Okay, let's get these other 2 stems in here. All right, that looks good. Place those. This is going to be a spring flower bouquet, so I am sticking a lot of flowers in here. Just to tell you, I'm going to make probably 3 or 4 more arrangements, and that's with one group of flowers that I bought at Sam's, and I think I spent about $70 there for the flowers. That's less than an arrangement that a professional florist could design for you. And if you are loving doing this, I definitely recommend go get some flowers, cost savings, it'll be great. Go enjoy it. All right, next. There we go. All right, so I'm getting close to where I'm gonna stop on the flowers on that side. Let's go ahead and balance it out with flowers on this side of the design, and I'm gonna grab another set. Yes, same kind, just so it's balanced. Again, you could use the flowers that you have. It's up to you. It's up to you guys. All right. I hate dead silence. Ask anyone I know. So I will continue to talk. I'm just trying to make sure I say something that is useful for you guys, especially when we're designing this. All right. Again, you notice I'm not picking these. This is a thick stem, so it'll stand the oasis. I don't need to pick it like I do the other designs. Oh, wow. Let's get this in here. Let's get that down there. Yes, perfect. And get that placed. Make sure it's in the oasis so the flower can get water. You definitely want that. Don't want to second guess myself, but in a way, I kind of just want to make sure that it's speaking to us and we are still achieving the overall effect we desire, which is to be a spring Easter bouquet triangle design. All right. Now, let's see. I'm going to add some flowers over here. This looks a little sparse over here. So let's add some color. And I will finish cutting this up. Add some more color. Oh, that doesn't. There we go. Stick that there so that adds in. And next. By the way, guys, make sure when you're doing your design, your leather leaf is secure. And if you need to use picks to do that, do that. Because you don't. Since I'm trying to make sure the bottom of the container, the tape is covered up. If I go in lower with a flower, make sure when you pull your hand out, you don't pull out your leather leaf, and it's difficult to get in there and place it because you cannot see the oasis anymore. So just keep that in mind when you are designing. So this way, you don't have any unexpected surprises, right? Yes. Great. Okay, and I apologize for the mess. Usually, like I said, I have these prepped or cleaned. throw it on the floor if you can. Just make sure you clean it up. You don't want this plant, I mean it is organic material, so you don't want it sitting there on the floor too long. Just make sure you clean it up after you're done. And let's see where we're going to add some white flowers here. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Actually, we need a tall one. And so, because I did not see if I had another stem, and I think this is it for my white, I am going to have cut off these little pieces. I'll use this as filler flowers. Go ahead and cut those. And I want the taller stem still there by the time I'm done trimming. Okay, no, I don't want 3, I want 2. So let's cut this one out. I think that'll look best. Okay, great. So now we have that. Make sure it's cleaned up. Make sure all your leaves are off. Yes. And I was going to use these, but I might not need to. Let's see, I got the Alsteria there, got that. But I do need some color over here. So let's, since we have yellow in the top of the design, well, we actually have it throughout, but we're going to use another daisy color. Okay, we need some color here. Definitely. Let's get this in here. Get it into our oasis. Make it look good. Yes, that looks great. All right, so there you guys see I've added some color to that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead. Now see, I actually could use a leather leaf right here if I want. If I have a tall one that looks good, it's full. But let me check what I have here. I should, since this is a brand new batch of them, I should have some good pieces here. Yes. So I want a full piece to go on the other side. Actually, I want 2 pieces. No, we'll just do 1. So, get these back. Make sure when you place your stems, you're placing them back into the water in your bucket. You don't want them to dry out if you're going to do another design after this, or if you're going to be designing for a few days, you want to make sure that they're getting all the water they need and nutrients, especially with the floral food. And again, I'm making a mess here. You guys normally can clean up after yourselves as you're going along, or you can do like me. I just make a mess and I clean up afterwards. Okay, so if you'll notice, I cut that leather leaf, and this is going to look perfect. Look at how it's going to balance, guys. Look how that's going to make it look really balanced. So I'm going to place this, but I cut this, and I cut it too short, and I should not have cut it that short. So I could either take a long pick. Let me see if I have one here to show you guys. I think, yes, I do. I have a long wire pick. There's all kinds of wire picks. Go grab one if you need it. But see, what I just did is, instead of cutting another, say I didn't have another leather leaf piece, or, as I said, I'm so sorry, I lost my train of thought. Excuse me. I'm an uncanny human. So I extended this, put my green glow on it, because you don't want, this is going to be the center of the arrangement, so you want it to look fresh. Okay, let's place this. So this looks perfect. Again, I'm going a little overboard on the greenery, but I want you guys to understand what you can do, because the overall goal is to make it exactly the way you want. I am just going around and putting colors where I need them, and I will talk in a future video about using colors for your design and where the best placement is for some of them. But I don't want to be like a stickler, because I want you guys to be as creative as possible. So instead of wasting these little white stems, I'm just adding them to the bottom of my arrangement. I thought it would just be nice. And add some eye color when you're, for your eyes. Add some color for your eyes when you look down. Okay, this is looking pretty good. And we're getting close to the end of this spring design. My wings, I'm clipping them. I am clipping these wings. I run into a pig, a squid. Now they're just on my neck. Oh no! Yes. So, finally, one little step here. We're going to add a little bit of baby breath. A little bit of baby breath. Baby breath can cover up spaces that you need to fill. So, but I would use it sparingly. You don't want your whole design to be baby breath. That is not what you're looking for. Even if you like it a lot, you can be generous, but just don't put it where it covers up your design. So I'm going to cut a few pieces off here that we're going to use, and I'll show you where I'm going to put them. You can place whatever you have. So I need to place, I'm going to fill some of these little areas that I have between the leather leaf and the flowers. This one, I don't need this whole stem, but I actually need the length. So I'm going to cut off this piece. So I want it taller, picked it. Let's see how this looks. See if this fills it in. Okay, this might be a little tough because this is such a thin, this branch is kind of bending. So I'm going to cut this pick off. And I am looking for some more long picks. But you know what? I don't have one in front of me. So what I'm going to do, from this stem that I have right here, I am going to actually utilize this instead of trying to go find a long pick, since I don't have one right here in front of me. Let me just show you how to be creative. We're going to take, this is when you would use your floral wire. I'm just using it with a pick right now because I don't have my green floral wire out, because I don't have to use it a lot, at least not with this design. But I also want to take our waterproof Oasis tape that I mentioned to you guys, because this will be handy. This is showing you how you can get creative, and especially if you're limited on your stems, your flowers, you can build. That's what we're doing. We're just getting creative. I'm going to go all the way down so that stick does not show, in case this ever fell. I mean, that would be unprofessional, right? All right, guys, let's see if this is going to work, what I wanted to do. Oh my gosh, it is. Yay. Trying to get it in here. Remember, be careful with your Oasis. Ooh, look at that. We're starting to fill it out. That's what baby breath is really good for. Like I said, you just want to use it sparingly. Again, since I do not have a long pick right here in front of me, I am going to take one of my short wire picks. And if you have your floral wire that I recommended with your design tools, you could just take that green wire and wrap around here. Again, no matter if you have green wire or if you have a different color wire, just take your waterproof Oasis tape and wrap around. You want to cover that up so people cannot tell that there is a pick there. If they happen to look down at the arrangement, you do not want to see the construction, right? You just want to see a beautiful design that makes you happy and smile. And I know you guys are going to be super proud of yourselves, and you should be. And I will always tell you you're doing a good job. Because the fact that you're watching and you are trying to learn, I'm very, very impressed. So, let's see, should I do it here? Maybe I could, but you know what? We need to lower this, right? So we're going to cut. I'm eyeing it again. Just eye it. You guys will get really good. If you're not good at first, if you cut a stem too short, like I said, you can use the wire and the tape to rebuild it. And here we go. We are going here now. Let's do this. And place this right here. I actually want this to be a little bit closer to the leather leaf on this top here, just to balance it out. Make sure it is into the Oasis so it will stay fresh and alive. Yep. I like that, but I'm not really thrilled with how bushy it is on top, so I'm going to cut a little pieces off. Yeah, just trim it. Yeah, just trim it a little bit. You guys can be creative. Again, this should flow like nature. That is our overreaching goal. Yes. All right. I don't know. I'm going to push that down further. Again, be careful with your other stems when you're placing this stuff in. This is full. I like that. You can choose where you think you need to fill in any gaps. It's great for that. But I don't want to see a design that is just all leather leaf if you send me a picture. You want to make sure that the flowers are the main focal point. The baby's breath is just a nice addition to the full and complete. And you'll know exactly where you need to place them based on your design. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And I'll show you in a second. I'm going to go ahead and place the rest of these on this side. You do the same, and then I will show you our final product, at least for today. And I think this is a great design for your first time. This isn't actually really difficult. Remember, I'm going to go over, wow, see how I'm filling in the gaps over here? Isn't that looking good? That's what you guys can do. But remember, whenever you're doing that, you got to make sure that you're keeping the overall balance of the design. So just don't stick something in there and say, oh, that's pretty, and that's all I need. No, 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 no. There's a method to our madness, right? Especially some uncanny flower enthusiasts. Okay. Wow. This is like the second pick that did not clip to this baby's breath. And the reason being is it was not thick enough. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take an extra discarded stem that I've already cut. I'll place that there to make it strong, especially if I want to build this particular, I need a particular size or dimension for this part of the design. Feel free. I mean, the rules are you want to build something great that's aesthetically pleasing, that you feel connected to, and that whoever you're giving it to, or if you're going to keep it yourself, is going to feel the same. And it shouldn't be something a little too full for me here. So I am going to cut that. There we go. I don't want that so much. Yes, perfect. This over here, and then we're going to need one down here. Let's see. I am going to stem this one too. I don't need a big stem, but long enough to get down there into the oasis. So, again, took my wire pick, since I do not know where my floral green wire is. Definitely have some, because this is probably going to happen more often than not, especially when you get down to the end of your flower. When you get down to the end of the flowers that you have left to build your design. Drew a blank, apologize. You're probably going to do this a lot because you're going to want to make sure the design is perfect, balanced, harmony. Make sure the proportion stays the same. Again, I'm going to pick this. If I have way too much baby's breath right there, that looks like I just tried to fill up a hole, which we don't want to make it look like, oh, I just threw a bunch of baby's breath in there. No. So let's cut out a little bit of this. And then, in fact, I'm going to pull this out, cut this down a little bit too full. You can place that in your design wherever you need. Just make sure that it is balanced. And I am going to have to pick this one also. Let's see here. Get my stick. I'm actually going to use this. We can also combine our flowers if we want to add another color. So that's great. Hopefully this works out the way I want. And the reason I'm being really picky here is because I only bought so many flowers, and I just bought general flowers. So if you have a particular design in mind, you will get exactly what you need. Always get a few extra just to make sure that you have enough for what you're trying to achieve. Okay guys, I know that there's stuff everywhere here. Hey guys, like I said, I got another piece of baby breath because I need it. I actually need it right here. You see what I'm gonna do, just so I can, and I'm probably gonna cut one other one too. I'm just noticing I want to balance it on both sides. Yeah, this is pretty good. Yep, that's great. And if I want a particular, instead of it just being so flared out, you can always take your tape, take the stem. So if you're looking for a particular shape, you can do that. Just put your flower tape around it. All right, there we go, that's done. Okay, got my pick. Now let's get this in here. All right. Now if you notice, what I'm trying to do is create a line of sight for your eye. So you want to follow the baby, you want this to be a triangle, but you also want it to have a nice smooth edge. Let's see here. I'm being very careful because I need to make sure that these are still soaking in water. I have a lot in the buckets, and I don't want them to get ruined because I'm going to make the other designs for you. Remember, Fiesta and Texas designs, Nyosa designs. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I have some great containers, so I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. Again, this stem is too thin, the baby breath, so since I cut it, I'm going to add that, just to add a little bit more color to the design. So I'm going to take again, you're going to take your floral wire, which I'm using a floral pick, which you can use also, and I'm wrapping the wire around both stems, as you can see. I apologize, the design, I will have a multi-camera system in the future, but right now I do not, so I'm going to actually have it where I can shoot from above, from the side, and just give you an overall round picture of the design. But for now, this is what we have, so we are going to do this. Okay, let's get this in here. Okay guys, I think that is all we need there. I might add another stem here or there as I look this. I do have one I need. Remember, if you follow the 3-5-8 floristry rule, you want your 3 main flower focal points. So we have our focal points right here, our flowers, right? Remember I told you I altered the size of them, the height of them. So this way it could be staggered, so it would look good. You would need to do the same. Then we placed, well actually we built the greenery first. Remember we built the shape of this after we built the oasis, built the construction for the oasis. After the 3 main focal points, so we're going to go to your filler flowers, which you are doing right now, and baby's breath is also considered a filler flower, just so you know. That's why you just don't want to have a design of filler flowers, because that's not what it's supposed to be. Nope. Okay, I think that I have finished this now. Let's see here. I think this looks good. By the way, you do not spray green glow on your design once you have flowers in there. It will kill it. It will kill the flowers. So don't do that. I'm going to spray. Oops, I see his face. So I need to fill it, and I'm not going to fill it with baby's breath. I'm going to actually try to fill it with a flower. And I think I might, oh, you know what? I have plenty of Alsteria. So why don't we use that? Actually, I'm going to use one of these stems. I should have used one earlier. But I was trying to limit how many flowers I use because you might not have all of them. So I just wanted to kind of show you what you could do with a particular set of flowers. Okay, I am going to cut this. I need a, yes, perfect. Get this cleaned up. Again, you would prep these flowers ahead of time. You'll pull off all the leaves. You do not want them staying on there. And you will go ahead. So right now I am going to place that there. Ooh, that's going to look great. Too long. Cut it. I eyed it. We'll make sure stem. This is a thick stem, so be careful when you're placing these into your oasis, because especially towards the end, you need a lot of space and there might not be a lot available, and you don't want to destroy your oasis, so be very careful. Okay, let's see here. All right. I think we are done, guys. All right, what do you think? Yay! Yay! I think it looks good. Let me just make sure that this is a lot of baby's breath. Actually, I need another piece of baby's breath because I need to balance it out. Normally, I wouldn't put this much in here if I even use it at all. But I know a lot of people like it, and it is a great filler flower. So we will take advantage of doing this design since we're using baby's breath. And again, it's taking a little bit longer because since I don't have my long picks, I'm just stemming these with my wire pick and my waterproof oasis tape. I know I'm repeating a lot of things to you guys, but I just want it to become second nature. And the way it becomes second nature is to start designing and to just listen to the terminology I use as we go through all these different designs. And I promise you, I will be much more fluid, easier to follow in the future. Remember, we just started the channel, and I appreciate all your support, but it's a learning process, right? Yes. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here, I think I need to stick it right there. Yes. Because that will balance it instead of just one side, because this is an all-around arrangement. If you're doing just one side, you obviously would not have to use as many flowers or stems. We're getting this in the oasis. Oh, damn. Oh, sorry. It came out of the tape. So now I want to be really careful that I didn't pull out any stems. I did not stem that very well. So I got to do it higher up. So again, take your wire pick. I will time lapse in the future. So if you ever see me time lapse anything that's little work that I don't want you guys to have to sit there and listen to me or watch me do it, I will time lapse them real quick. I'll do that for certain designs. I'll do it for pieces of the designs. I'm just going to play with it and see what your reactions are and what you guys like. And we will go from there. I do not mind at all. Okay, I got it. I got this in now. Okay, great. Let's get this into the design. And we are complete, guys. I am done with our triangle design. Our Easter triangle design. Now, doesn't this look like a nice little bouquet? And it kind of looks different on both sides, but it kind of looks even. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to say. Yes. Okay, I'm going to just move some of this. And so, give me 1 second. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to show you the design here, all cleaned up with an all cleaned up table. And I'm going to clip these damn wings too. All right. Be back. Oh, well, actually, I'm not going to clip them yet, but I am going to clip them later. Alright, guys, what do you think? Do you like it? Does it look good? These my damn rings, I'm clipping them, I guarantee you. Oh my gosh. What do you think? How did it turn out? Do you like it? I hope you do. I'm going to bring my table down a little bit. Hopefully you can still see the design. I want you to see my face though, too, while I'm talking to you. As you can tell, we made the triangle shape. We used our lime flowers for our main focal points, all on the edges here, as you can tell. If you look down, it draws your eyes. Then we used our baby breath and our filler flowers to create some harmony and balance. I love it. For these little stems, I think this turned out pretty good. And I also added leather leaf where I needed to do just to fill in spaces, so I think this looks pretty good. So you know what the final thing we'll do. When you're done, you will spray your arrangement and put it on your table. Or before you take it to someone else's, you have it all fresh, right? All right, guys, I really appreciate you sticking around for this entire design. It's been wonderful, and I can't wait to do the next one with you. future designs, we might add some time lapse in there, so this way it doesn't take so long, but I wanted to walk through this with you today. I hope it works out for your table, for your uncanny environs. I bet you designed the best floral arrangement you ever have after watching me or listening to me, right? All right, I think that's it. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below, share the video. I really appreciate it. I really do. And I really appreciate all your comments that everyone's been sending. So keep sending them. I'm reading them and I'm following your advice sometimes. Other times, yeah, I'm following your advice. Yay! I definitely will look at everything anyone says and I will definitely take it in. I really appreciate it. I'm being honest with you, I love the feedback. Okay, well, I guess the only thing to do now is to head on out. Here I go, guys. See you later. Have a great day, and thank you for coming back to Jimmy's Uncanny Environments, and I can't wait to see you next time. All right, bye.